S&P first, then Bitcoin and Ethereum in different videos instead of all together and whatnot. So let's go real quick with this. So time and date, Arizona time. We're gonna start off with S&P 500. Um, this is the weekly right here. And yesterday we were talking about how it was very important where S&P 500 was because it was testing these two weekly support. They were acting like support, and it was crucial to maintain above it to for the market to in the morning or doesn't matter anyways. I'll break it down for the market to sustain that bullishness. Otherwise, as you were watching it last night, you were seeing and reading it how it was gonna break it eventually, whatnot. Um, let's go to the daily. Daily wise, we're hanging above a 50 Fibonacci. Hanging above a 50 Fibonacci on daily. All right. Besides that, in the weekly, I forgot to mention, we're on a weekly trend. So see, we're on a trend, uptrend. We're now testing the bottom. My bad, you guys, for making all this shit. We're now testing the bottom of that trend line, and it just so happens to be, just like I mentioned before, how when the S&P was falling down, and I mentioned how, hey, look, we're anyways, if you watch my videos, I was mentioning why the S&P was gonna start breaking and this is that. Um, let's go to 12-hour candle. Oh yeah, so the daily, we got the daily Fibonacci there. It just so happened to be where the trend line's at. Also yesterday, I believe it was this one up here. Was it? Let me see. Yeah. So this one, I was talking about the 8-hour 3 candle box. This was your other indicator of when to getting prepared to sell. Yesterday I made a video using my I remember what I did. I deleted everything and I was showing you, explaining to you that 3 candle box, and I told you guys that it was hard for me to really break down where the market was gonna go or where it could stop, or for me to break it down like I normally do, because I didn't have my boxes and lines like I normally do, so I couldn't see where a weekly resistance was at or none of that. So it just happened that it was right there in that same area. So as I was showing you guys yesterday the video and explaining to you this 3 candle box, the strategy that I use, I didn't see where the background right here. So if you see, there's a blue line. These two blue lines were the weekly where it was hanging on yesterday that I told you guys it was very crucial for it to hold. Otherwise, we're gonna go on down and do this. Let me take all this shit off. So I'm not gonna go over the 3 candle box. If you guys want to watch my video from yesterday, I explained this strategy and I explained how this could happen. Explaining, especially last night, where how the market was gonna react. And it was a fucking no-brainer. Just what if you know how to read the graphs, the market, that we're gonna drop. Just like today, where we are right now, we're pretty much gonna hold right here and either just bullshit here the whole night, or as we get closer to tomorrow, the market could start dropping even more from all the bad news that we've been getting, whether it be from Walmart, whether it be from whatever data, unemployment claims, where investors are gonna get scared. So even my indicators tell me, hey, this is your entry, and these are your stop loss, and these are your targets. And what the market is gonna do is, because it doesn't want to break that trend line, so it's gonna hold here, and throughout the night we're either gonna fucking go slowly on up and hold this area here, and then just bullshit throughout the morning, or we're gonna get scared from having this drop that we just had. All this drop, look, all this drop they've been having. So investors are gonna get scared, and either tonight we're gonna hold this region here, and we're gonna start dropping throughout the night. Since we have no data, I think it's just gonna be POWELL, and in Arizona, I forgot what time it is. I think, fuck, I can't even check real quick. Wait. I think I had it here. Mm. Pow. It's gonna talk Friday, August. Time? Friday, August 22nd. It doesn't really say a time, but pretty much, look, if you guys wanna really see what's gonna happen tomorrow or what to look out for tomorrow and how the markets could react, let me show you this right here. Put the bottom. So tone and pitch for Powell tomorrow is very crucial. Dovish, meaning that he's very friendly. Markets could react happy to that. And he's very hawkish, meaning fucking, gonna be a dick. Then the market is gonna fucking get triggered. Oh shit. The market's gonna triggered and you can see a pullback. Historically, Powell's Jackson Hole speech have lifted yields, pressuring the S&P 2% down. A neutral hawkish tone might trigger a 7 market correction, particularly in sectors that participate. So that's what I'm saying. Like the way everything's played out right now, the way the S&P is looking, the way it's hanging by that trend line, the way crypto, even crypto, we just look at crypto, Bitcoin. Look, Bitcoin's at its fucking knees. I wasn't gonna show crypto right now, Bitcoin, but look, even Bitcoin's telling you, hey, and this is an all-time high region. So before you had this region, now it's testing this. You see where the S&P is at right now, hanging by a thread, just hanging by a cliff, just the Lion King moment. When that motherfucker's hanging, the motherfucker comes, Scarface comes and fucking, and Simba's like, oh no, my nigga, don't, come on. That's pretty much how the S&P is right now. Scarface is Powell, and what was his name? Fucking the Lion King, or the fucking whatever. The dad is the S&P 500. That's how, or it could be Bitcoin. So Bitcoin showing you this shit too. Ethereum as well. So Ethereum as well. It's gonna drop. It's gonna hit easily your 390s, your 380s. Or it could just close halfway, but I fucking doubt it. It's easily gonna go down to the 4,000s, and then from there it's gonna go down to your 3,800s, your 3,700s, to whatnot. Unless we get saved by Mr. Twitter. If Mr. Twitter tweets something about, I'm gonna have a talk with Putin again and European leaders, and I think we come into agreement, that's gonna save the market. That's gonna save the market somewhat. Not save it, but that's gonna save the market and make the S&P, especially on Sunday, if he tweets or something that he came with an agreement, or this weekend went good, and I have a speech coming out of an agreement or of good news, something like that, the market's gonna react happy to that. So even though Powell, shakes us and scares us and makes the market drop, uh, Twitter man is gonna come and try to save us with his Twitter powers and tweet about Ukraine and Russia, because that's been the whole headline this whole fucking week. You seeing him like European leaders and so get together. So if Powell is the one that makes the market drop, it's up to Twitter man to save us over the weekend. And the way we're gonna be able to see that, analyze that, is gonna be through crypto, Bitcoin and Ethereum, because Bitcoin and Ethereum are 24/7. So if we recover from this drop, if we do have a drop, and we slide up from Friday to Sunday, you're gonna see how, oh shit, okay, Trump just fucking did something good, and the market's gonna open happier. If the market drops and it just stays, Bitcoin just stays flat really, or starts dropping during the weekend, then there's more bad news, and the market, nothing really good happened with the market, and we're gonna open where we open, or a little bit worse. Especially if we have bad news, it's gonna be one of those S&P opens lower after hawkish from Powell, and all this shit, all these fucking fears gonna be pumping or whatnot. So it's gonna be very interesting. Um, What I will say now is I'm gonna make another video at, 'cause I like making videos at nighttime. So as we get closer to 10 o'clock, I'm making another video. But pretty much where I see the S&P, let me go back to the S&P. Pretty much what I see the S&P holding is, is 6 o'clock. We're gonna close the forward candle. You see how just buying time in this area right here. So this area that we had a 3 candle box right here, and they're breaking it, and they're breaking at fucking 1 in the morning. So over here I was telling you, if we don't go above this by 11:45 and 12:30, and we stay in the same area, expect the market to go down and test this 50 Fibonacci. I mentioned that it's gonna test the 50 Fibonacci, hold here, and then after you get 3 or 4 to 5, it's trying to go. It's gonna try and go on up depending on the data. And since it was gonna be a bunch of data and spread out through the different times, the market was gonna look like this. It's normally towards the end of the day where you see, okay, I see what you're gonna do. You're gonna stay there because you're scared, and then now you're really gonna expect. Oh, you're waiting for POWELL. So either again tonight, same shit. It's gonna either sustain below this shit, it's gonna rally up a little bit, and then create that momentum over the nighttime, or we're gonna maintain here and we're gonna be fucking now testing this daily 50 Fibonacci at nighttime. If the market it's getting scared, really, it's gonna show you that, and you're gonna see it by coming down here around 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, and then testing this region right here. And we're gonna either bounce on here and wait for fucking for power bullshit, or we're gonna start breaking this way too early, and that's gonna show you how scared the market is even before power talks. Again, I'm not trying to make this shit fucking very long, so I'll get back with you guys. AJD, what's up, man? Hello, crit, whatever the fuck that is. But yes, you guys, I'll come back with the S&P and I'll make more updates. Bitcoin Ethereum is gonna fucking follow S&P 500. But I'll make those videos later. Appreciate you guys. Take care.